Typically I trust no one. You did not break me. I'm still fighting for.
Hey turtles, it's your girl Victoria Grace. A lot has happened since my last video. I just woke up. But I completely forgot that I did promise you guys a full story of what happened between me and that girl. So this is gonna be multiple parts. So here's part one. Okay, so part one, I had moved to Temple and I met this girl. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to say her name just in case she does watch these. Obviously she's gonna know it's about her, but I just don't want to say her name. I met her at my job and we became friends. Like, I thought, we were cool. Everything was fine. We started hanging out. I started buying her food and all this stuff. She'd buy me stuff. I thought our friendship was going really, really well. She seemed cool. We hung out and stuff. I met her family. Thought they were cool. Her mom started work with us. I thought her mom was cool too. Part two, stuff started to get weird. Like, people were saying that I was saying stuff about her. And so then she started getting all, like, fighty with me, I guess, what I could say. Like, she started saying that we had beef now and all this. Well, then, we worked it out and everything was cool. So I was like, okay, we're cool, right? We're good. Everything's good. And then I went to this place in Temple called Main Event with her. Or not Main Event, Spare Time. And I saw this guy who I had a crush on. Well, then she followed him around the restaurant. I knew that was coming, the balloon. She followed him around the restaurant and supposedly gave him her number to text her to give to me. Well, then the guy texted me. And everything was going great. And then, like, all three of us became friends and all that. Well, then me and her decided to move to go to San Antonio for a weekend. Like, all three of us. That's where the fun started. Part three. So we get to San Antonio and I start hanging out with her, and then the guy was supposed to meet us there. He never did. Supposedly he was moving and he wanted me to move with him and all this stuff. And then so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll stay till you get here. And then all of a sudden, I had moved back to San Antonio. And we started hanging out there at the hotel and stuff. And then she's asked me, she's like, hey, do you do drugs? And I said, I used to, but I've been 3 years clean. And she's like, well, just try a little bit. So I relapsed. And the reason I'm talking about this because today's the 1 year anniversary of when all this stuff happened. The start of all this. So, and then this all happened a year ago. And then she's like, stay. So we decided to stay. Well, I was texting him, and iPhone, as y'all know, have that flash when you get a notification. Her phone flashed. I thought nothing of it. I just thought it was weird. And I let it go. Well, then, all of a sudden, we moved out of the hotel and moved into, like, this apartment type thing, like the hotels that you can pay bi-weekly or monthly to stay in. So that's what we did. Moved into one of those. And then I saw a notification pop up on the phone again. And again. So I knew what was going on. But during this time, me and her were cool. Nothing was really going on. Everything was hunky-dory. And then people started to come live with us, and she changed every time someone came to live with us. Like, it was like she did a complete 180, and she was trying to prove stuff. First off, let me tell you, when I got paid, I got to keep none of my money. It all went to her. No matter who sent me money, it all went to her. And then, so then her boyfriend moved in with us. And supposedly, mine was supposed to come visit and all this stuff. But at this point, I knew he was a fake. Because I'd seen the message pop on the phone too many times. Well, during all this time, we're doing drugs. Finally, this was in May we moved. June, I was with her, the whole month of July. 1 week, I got a break from her. I went to Tennessee with my sister. That was so much fun. But I went back and miserable started again. All June, all July. I'm going to post some pictures of me in July to me now. Like, there's a complete difference. Finally, I was working at Mama Margie's. I had quit to go work with her at this job called Gemstone. And this whole time she's putting me down. Her new friend at work is putting me down. And the guy kept putting me down. Well, one day I decided that I couldn't do it anymore. I was going to go home. I was tired of the way she was treating me, so I was going to go home. Back to Temple. And then I was like, you know what? No, I'll stay. We worked it out. Everything's good. And then I finally broke down and I couldn't do it anymore. And I had to get out. So me and my other friend, my best friend, I was going to say her name, but I'm not going to now, devised a plan. She was going to come get me while my two roommates were at work. She was going to come get me, and I was just going to leave. Take a car to my brother's and leave. That didn't end up happening. She found out I was leaving. She got pissed. Said I owed her money and all this. Wouldn't let me leave. Her entire family kept bombarding me, saying pay, pay, pay. So I gave her $100, and I left. And I haven't given her a penny since. I just thought you guys would like to know this story. Yeah, it took a lot on me because I was being verbally, mentally abused, and I just finally could not take it. And if you think it was the end of that, no. She kept harassing me in Temple. She kept saying she was all these people. She made me lose a really good friend and all this stuff. But finally, I had it. I changed my number. So like I said, if you don't have my new phone number, and I know you had it before, and you can prove you had it before, gladly I will give it to you. But if you have any consolation with her, I don't want to talk to you. And that's nothing bad. I just don't. I don't want drama. I don't want bullshit. I'm in a really good place in my life. I have a really good job. Like I said, I'm in a really good place in my life. I have a new boyfriend. I've been with him for almost a month. And he's a really good guy. And I truly care about him. I have a new job. You know, I'm at a really good place. And I just wanted to share this with my turtles because I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are valid. You're kind. You're smart. You are important. And yes, that's all of them help. But I love my turtles. You guys just keep swimming and keep living and keep vibing and keep thriving. Mwah. I love you guys.